Good evening, YouTube. I'm Dustin Cormier, and you guys are watching How to Rock a Campfire. Today's lesson is going to be on a song called Pride and Joy by Stevie Ray Vaughn. This is a song request that was requested by YouTube user liveevil. And so I hope you enjoy it, brother. It's this is a song that I was honestly bound to do anyway because it's such a damn good song, right? And it's great for playing around a campfire. So I've got to put a little bit more blues in these videos anyway. So lo and behold, so we're gonna basically start off. I'll show you guys the that main rhythm. Let me just tune this up real quick. This has got that main riff in there, right? And then it goes. Something like that, but I'm just going to show you guys the main chords so that you can, instead of doing that little riff that he does in there, I'm just going to go to the B7, to the A, and then to the E, and then I'm going to show you that run in there, okay? So we'll start it off step by step. We'll start off with the main riff. Well, you heard about love giving sight to the blind. My baby's loving cause the sun to shine. She's a sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's a sweet little baby. I'm her little lover boy. Okay, we're gonna start off by you're going to start off with your E major chord, right? But it's like the 7th, so you're basically taking your third finger off of the 2nd fret of the D string, and that makes it the 7th, right? Now this is one of those songs where I'm putting emphasis on the difference between the low notes and the high notes, right? So on the downstroke, I'm going to focus on the strike of my pick on the bass notes, right? And then on the upstroke, I've got like kind of an emphasis on the higher notes. Sorry. Damn thing. So you're gonna go from the low notes and then the high notes. Boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay? And so that's basically all we're doing is just going down, up, down, up, and then for that one little part of the riff, you're gonna have it's all down, up, right? That was the one. Sorry about that. And so I'm gonna take my third finger off, and that makes the 7th. I'm gonna hit the low note, then the upstroke. Then I use my pinky to go to the 4th fret of the E string, which is the G sharp. Okay. What you want to hear is this sort of bass groove that he's always kind of got going, right? E, G sharp, B, and then C sharp, and then back to the B. Bum, 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 but 1st, 3rd, 5th, 6th, 5th, 1st, 3rd, 5th, 6th, 5th. Right? That's the basic sort of blues bass groove that you're always going to hear in pretty much a lot of blues songs, right? Going from the 1st to the 3rd. The major 3rd, which in this case is the G sharp in the key of E. Then the 5th of the E is the B, right? And that's the B note on the 2nd fret of the A. Alright, when we go to, instead of going to that C sharp though, what you want to do is you're going to go, what he does is he puts his third finger on the second fret of the G string and his fourth finger on the second fret of the B string. And then he takes it off on the upstroke. Down, up, right? And so for the downstroke on this part, there's no emphasis on the bass notes. It's just a regular strike on the treble lines, right? I'll slow it down for you guys, okay? And then to the B7, to the A. What I'll usually do is when I go to my A7th, I'll play with the face of my finger, so I can get that high 7th up there with my third finger, and then I'll go to the, I'll hit the high, and I'll put a focus on that high G note. And then I'll take with my second finger and go to the second fret of the E, and then make that sort of, and then third finger on the D note, and then back up to the high E, right? And then you come back to E again. And then so I always do the sort of downward blues bass riff that a lot of bass players will do. I don't know if you can tell that I'm a bass player mostly, but it kind of comes through in my guitar playing. Okay, so what I'm doing there is I'm basically, B7. So you're going to hit the low note and then the high note, right? Low and then high strike. And then you're going to accent the 7th, and then you're going to hit the high notes. Okay? The 7th being the open D string. Pluck, accent the open D string, and hit the high notes with your pinky. Use your pinky to get to the 4th fret of the A string, which is the C sharp, and then do another upstroke. Then your third finger can go to the 3rd fret of the A string. You want to try not to hit the 7th when you're doing all these notes, right? Like I just did. And then you come down to the B note of the E. Right? So I'm just going to show you guys that whole thing. And then as soon as you hit the B note, as soon as you get down to the B note in the E chord, then you're going to let your fingers off and you're going to do an accent on the A to the A sharp to the B note. It's just a little run going from the E to the B7. Right? So I'll show you that again. I'm going to go from that first B7. Baby, I'm her little boy. Right? She's my sweet little baby. I'm her little boy. Okay? Now this takes a little bit of sort of pick control, okay? You're not just blindly hitting notes here. You're not just blindly strumming the guitar. What you want to do, as I've been saying, is you want to hit the low notes, and then you want to sort of, on your upstroke, try to only focus on the E and the B string. Okay, that's what I usually tell people for this part. So you hit the bass note, and on the upstroke, you just kind of hit those high notes. Downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke. Right? And then that's when you come back into it. Well, you heard about love. baby's loving cause the sun to shine. She's a sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. What I'm doing for that little riff every now and then I'll do it is all I'm doing is I'm going on the A. Okay, I'm going to take my second finger, go to the second fret of the G string, and slide it up to the fourth fret of the G string with my first finger on the third fret of the B string, right? Okay, so now I've got second finger, fourth fret G string, first finger, third fret of the B string. And so from there, and I'll try to slide up to the fourth fret of the G string. When I do that, and then it's sort of I go from that second fret to the fourth fret, and then I'm gonna pluck the B string, and then on the upstroke I'm gonna hit the high E string. And then after you hit that the high E string, you hit with your first finger second fret of the G, which is the A note, and then you let it open. And that's kind of what I'm doing. You hit the second fret and then open, and then second fret of the D string, and then the open G string again, right? Second fret, open, second fret of the D, and then the open G again. And then that kind of goes back into it, right? She's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's my sweet little baby. I'm her little lover boy. And then, so this is when he comes to the stop part, right? Yeah, I love my baby, my heart and soul. Love like ours will never grow old. She's a sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's my sweet little baby. I'm her little lover boy. Alright, and so it's pretty obvious what I'm doing for that part. Yeah, I love my baby. To the A, to the E. A, E. Ours will never. So the climb up on the bass to the next A chord is you're basically going, you're going to hit your low E, and then you're going to climb chromatically from the F sharp up to the A. Chromatically meaning one fret at a time, one semitone at a time, right? Love like ours will never grow old. She's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's my sweet little baby, right? So I think that's pretty much all there is to this song that I can really teach you guys. Now, I do know that Stevie Ray Vaughn does do, he's got a whole bunch of extra electric stuff going on. This is an acoustified version, That's why I'm showing you guys this, so that, you might not have all those electric things down, but if somebody else does know all the electric Stevie Ray Vaughn style stuff, then you can just lay back and play the rhythm so that that person can shine in the spotlight for that one quick moment, right? Okay, let me just check if my camera's good here. Yeah, right on. Alright, so I guess I'm just going to play it through for you guys, and you guys can see what it all sounds like when you play it the whole way through. So this is Pride and Joy by Stevie Ray Vaughn, requested by YouTube user liveevil, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope everybody else enjoys it as well. Oh, well, you heard about love giving sight to the blind. My baby's loving cause the sun to shine. She's a sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's a sweet little baby. I'm her little lover boy. Yeah, I love my baby, my heart and soul. Love like ours will never never grow old. She's a sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's a sweet little baby. I'm her little lover boy. Alright. Mess with her, you see a man getting mean. She's my sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's a sweet little baby. I'm her little lover boy. Yeah, I love my baby like the finest wine. My baby's love it cause the sun to shine. She's a sweet little thing. She's a sweet little baby. I'm her little lover boy. Yeah, I love my baby, my heart and soul. Love like ours will never grow old. She's a sweet little thing. She's my pride and joy. She's a sweet little baby. I'm her little lover boy. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's a little bit of pride and joy for you. That last little chord I did in there, it's pretty much like a sort of, I don't know, Jimi Hendrix is the one that really kind of laid the bass for this song, basically, or for this chord, rather. He did it a lot in his electric stuff, and people have been sort of tapping that well for a little while. Basically what I'm doing is you got your second fret finger on the 7th fret of the E, first finger on the 6th fret of the D string, third finger on the 7th fret of the G string, and your fourth finger on the 8th fret of the B string. Okay? Now what that is, for the theory of it, is you've got your second finger is on the E string, your second finger is on the E note, okay? Your first finger is on the 6th fret of the D string, which is a G sharp note, okay? So that makes it a major, you know, so that's like an E major, plus you've got the 7th, the third finger is on the 7th fret of the G string, which makes the D note. D we know is the 7th of the E chord, right? Just, you know, one whole tone behind the E, so it's the 7th. And then, so that's like an E 7th with these three notes. But what we're adding in here is the minor third. This pinky is on the 8th fret of the B, which is the same thing as the 3rd fret of the high E string. It's like a G note, right? Right? And so what that makes is an E 7th chord with the major, you know, E 7th, plus the minor third, okay? So usually when you'll see this, it's like in the chords, it'll say E 7th, and then in brackets, M3, a small case M3, and then another bracket. So it's like an E 7th add minor third. You know? Now what's funny about this chord is that if you had this minor third on the lower part of the guitar, on the bassy part of the guitar, it would blend in with the guts of the chord, and it would sound dissonant. It would sound like, you know, a weird E minor that just does not, you know, make sense. Now this is playing with dissonance in music. You know, there's a certain dissonance that you know, you've got your normal E7. Since you've got the G sharp which is the major third of the E in the lower part of the chord, adding the minor third on top of the major third gives it that certain bit of dissonance, right? You can hear it. Obviously that doesn't sound right when you just play it like that. It sounds like crap. But music is funny like that. You can use dissonance to create a tension, and then when you release that tension, it's like, it's like you just plucked a prick out of your finger, right? Right? And so that's playing with dissonance in music is just, big part of the game, right? Another thing I wanted to say is that this song is a good example of playing with color, okay? Meaning, when you're playing the music, a lot of people just, there's all the notes and all the chords are there, and I could just play this song, the whole way with the same strength of strum, the same, I could just bull my way through the whole thing. But what I like to do, instead of just bulling through it, I like to give it color. And color is sort of like a thing of tone, of quality of feel, I guess, and so that's why you'll notice when I've got the, you mess with her, you see a man getting mean, she's my sweet little thing, she's my pride and joy. That's where that's kind of coming from, is when I come into the softer parts out of nowhere, that's me trying to play with color, as opposed to just going through it blindly, having the same strum the whole way through, And people will notice that. People will take notice if you're really feeling the notes and the chords and stuff, and you're changing it up instead of just doing the same strum and feel the whole way through. So that's what color is all about, and I hope you guys take that and use it in all the songs that you play, because it really opens up another realm of playing music that a lot of people just don't know how to tap into. And I find that using the word color gives it sort of like a name that you can take and understand, you know what I mean, and use. So use that word color whenever you're playing with somebody. Mention to yourself, okay, I could squeeze my way through this song with the same strum, or I could play it with color. I could play it with feel, with quality of tone. You know what I mean? These are just a few names for it, okay? So give it a try with this song and a few other songs, whatever you feel like doing, and tell me what you guys think about this song in the comments. I'm Dustin Cormier for How to Rock a Campfire. See you guys in the next video.